Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Queer.Love.Light. This is Desiree coming to you on the beautiful weekend here in Canada. I hope everybody has been well. And I'm very delighted today to talk about the post that I have right before the show. I posted it yesterday. A message, a question to all of you out there who's watching this and who've been following this Facebook Live, this podcast, to think about what faith means to you. This topic has been a very, very dear and close at heart to me, you know, on my spiritual journey, especially in the past 10 years, where some of you may know in some of my past episodes I have shared a little bit about my spiritual journey and how profound it has been for me to experience my spiritual awakening that put me on the path of becoming a healer. And through my work as a filmmaker, I've been able to bring the message of healing. And that is something that I truly value and treasure these days as part of my life work. And so I have started this Queer.Love.Light channel, this show, from a very deep place of longing, actually, to connect with other LGBTQ folks like yourself, to talk about what spirituality means to you, what healing means to you, and where you're at on that journey. So recently I've been really inspired by some folks that I have come across through podcasts, and really touched by what people are talking about and sharing their own spiritual journey and what have they learned from their experiences. And so I aspire too to talk with folks, different LGBTQ folks from different spiritual traditions, faith, belief systems, so that we can learn from each other and reclaim our spirituality. You know, as we know, as LGBTQ folks, we have, most of us, a lot of us have been through some difficult experiences and challenges on our path of rediscovering or reconnecting, or even just discovering for the first time what spirituality and faith means to each and every one of us. And because we all come from different backgrounds, different upbringings, different faiths, different traditions, we all have so much to share. And I really look forward to learning from each and every one of you if you would like to share your thoughts on this as well. What faith, what spirituality means to you. So it is my plan in the next little while to invite other folks like yourself to come and join me on this show to talk about spirituality and how your journey has been in terms of finding your own place in spirituality and what that means to you, and if you have a religion, you know, what that means to you and how do you relate to faith and religion at this point, this stage of your life. So for myself, you know, it's been quite a journey to reclaim my spirituality, and I'm very happy to say today I have come to a place, arrived to a place just very much like how I would talk about my sexuality, my gender as well, which is coming to a place where no definition or no term, specific term or concept is needed to describe what I know is true within me. So, you know, I began my journey, you know, coming out as a lesbian, as a dyke, as I called myself back in the day. And, you know, my own journey of evolution and self-discovery continued since that very first day. I realized that I am not the girl or not the gender that the world expects me to fit into. And this, I believe I've shared in some of my shows, that this is one of my earliest memories as a child, is that knowing that I will not fit in a box, that society, my culture, the world, my family would like to prescribe upon me. So I can say the same about my spirituality. I was born and raised as a Buddhist, and a lot of the Buddhist teachings still ring very true and very deep with me, but I can't say that I call myself a Buddhist or any other religion, because I have since discovered that all religions and all spirituality are actually one, and I don't have to call myself one thing or another. Just like, you know, with my sexuality, I don't have to call myself a lesbian or a woman or anything. I just know my own truth, which is I don't need to fit into any box, and I am as queer as I need to be. And that goes true with my spirituality as well. So my spirituality is very unique to what I know, what I've experienced, and I don't really need to call it anything. So, but then it goes back to the question of what spirituality or what faith means to me, which is a very big question. And all I can say at this point of my awakening is that the spirituality is, to me, connecting to that inner knowing that there is a higher awareness, higher consciousness, higher power that we are all connected to, that we're all part of. And spirituality or faith or religion is a means, a way to help us reconnect with that higher consciousness, which is actually has always been within us and part of us from the very beginning of this creation, this manifestation, and even beyond that, before that. So, so spirituality to me is a way of life on this realm and also beyond. And it is truly a very, very integral part of our growth, our inner self-development, because what we can learn from our ancestors, our different spiritual teachers, highly evolved spiritual beings who have come before us, and some of them are known in history as spiritual leaders, figures that later on, you know, society have made them into religious leaders, but in fact they were spiritual beings and teachers in their own right and in their own time. The ones that, you know, commonly known come to mind are people like the Buddha, like Jesus, like Muhammad. To me, they're all spiritual teachers. And to me, they were not teaching religion. They were not teaching religion. They were teaching about the way of life beyond this physical existence. What is the bigger purpose? What are the values? What are the principles, universal principles that we are here as spiritual beings ourselves to learn and to perfect and to grow from? So that to me is what spirituality fundamentally is about, and we have been graced by many, many spiritual teachers, including, for example, Lao Tzu, Socrates, and many others. And we have so much to learn from them. And I enjoy reading and learning about all these teachings of different faiths and traditions, because the more I find myself learning and reading about different spiritual beliefs and teachings, the more I find that there's so much that is essentially the same thing. They're all teaching about the same things, the goodness of our human experience and what we can make the best out of it, and how we can make the best out of it by actually reconnecting and rediscovering everything that's already within us. It's not something that's outside us. All the spiritual qualities, the goodness, the positivity, the positive information, as if you may, positive frequencies, vibrations that carry those sacred messages are actually all within us and within our DNA, RNA. And we have come back into this manifestation, this life, to remember them, what is already actually within us, but to remember them and to reconnect with that wisdom, that the power also. I talk a lot about our own power, our own innate power to heal ourselves and each other. We actually have everything we need within. It's just that with our conditioning, with our hurts, our experiences, our traumas, have created this disconnect, this disconnection from that divinity, that spiritual power that we have within. And we're here to remember how to reconnect with that power within. And so I'm very grateful to have been on this path of discovery and awakening, to reconnect with that part of me, and in the process, having to face the shadow sides of myself, because as some of you or many of you may know, the spiritual journey is not an easy one. This healing journey is not an easy one, because we have to face the shadow sides, or the not so positive sides within each and every one of us that still require healing. So that once with the healing, the hurt and the pain can be dissolved, so that our true potential, our true nature, this incredible light within us can shine in its fullest potential. And I've been recently reading this book called Return of the Children of Light, and within the book it says that we are all actually frozen light held in matter, which is so true and rings so true to me from what I've experienced in my spiritual awakening is that we are essentially just pure energy and pure light that has manifested itself in this physical form of matter. So how much of that light that we're able to shine depends on the level of frequency vibration that we are operating in. Meaning, the higher frequency vibration that we can vibrate on, which means that we have more positive information, more positivity in our frequency vibration, in our field, the more light that we're able to emanate, that will also heal and benefit others when others are in our field. So that's why I have devoted my life to not only to improve myself by increasing my positivity, my frequency vibration, and increasing the light that I can emanate from my field as a healer and as a spiritual being. I'm also very, very invested and passionate in helping others do the same. And because the LGBTQ community is so dear to my heart, from my own personal experience and journey, I'm here to serve the community. And as I've mentioned before, since 2017, I've been facilitating and leading this meditation group for the Vancouver Lesbian Gay Community Center since 2017. I've been serving the folks who have come to my group and teaching them meditation and how to increase their frequency vibration, through meditation as well. So as a healer, I, of course, do more than just meditation. And I'd love to one day be able to hold some workshops and, just for the LGBTQ community, I do have other private sessions, workshops for other folks in the in my healer community, but I would love to be able to do the same for the LGBTQ community specifically, because as you can tell by now, I truly, truly love my LGBTQ sisters and brothers out there. So I welcome you to connect with me through this Queer.Love.Light portal. Message me. You can reach me through Facebook, or you can email me directly at queerlovelight@gmail.com. I really look forward to hearing from you and getting to know each of you. So in the next little while, I hope to be bringing you some special guests whom I will be interviewing so that they can share their own journey of discovering and rediscovering what faith means to them. So I hope what I've shared today will, give you an opportunity to think about what faith means to you. And if you have any insights to share, I welcome you to please message me or post here on Facebook. I'd love to hear from you. So, like every session, I always like to end with a short meditation. And in today's meditation, I'd love to focus on connecting us with that higher power, that all faiths around the world talks about, depending on what your belief system is. It could be God, it could be the higher consciousness, it could be Tao, it could be whatever you want to call it, your higher knowing, divine. So, all the universe, yes. So I'd like to invite you to now relax and sit comfortably as I play my favorite music for meditation, which is the Love, Peace, Harmony song. It carries really high frequency vibration for healing, and that's why I always play it for my meditations. So I invite you to sit up straight, or if you're lying down, lie comfortably. And just close your eyes and take a deep breath in. All the way to your lower abdomen, and just feel your abdomen expanding. And just breathe out as you feel your abdomen releasing your breath. And take a deep breath in again, all the way to your lower abdomen. And breathe out. And just relax your entire body. And continue to breathe in deeply all the way to your lower abdomen. And breathe out. Just relax your shoulders. Relax your hips. Just relax. And take a moment to connect with yourself. Notice how you're feeling at this time. And let's take a deep breath into our hearts. We'll take a moment to connect our hearts to the heart of the universe. Just visualize our hearts shining in golden light. And there's this beam of golden light connecting our hearts with the heart of the universe. Whatever the universe looks like to you, just visualize the universe shining golden light into our hearts. Could be like the Milky Way, center of the Milky Way, just beaming golden light into our hearts. Continue to breathe in deeply and breathe out. Focus on that golden light that's beaming unconditionally from the heart of the universe to our hearts. Feel your heart warming to that golden light from the heart of the universe, nourishing our hearts, filling our hearts with love and light. Continue to breathe in and breathe out deeply, and just focus on receiving this love and light from the heart of the universe into our hearts. We are receiving this nourishing light to increase the light in our own being. The universe shines universal light into our hearts. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in the golden light into our hearts, and our hearts shines this golden universal light. Breathe in the universal light into your heart. And just open your heart to allow the light to nourish you and fill you with love, with light. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel our hearts expand in this love and light. As our hearts expand, we are receiving more love and more light. So take a deep breath in. Notice how you're feeling. And take a deep breath in. Allow the light to integrate in your heart and your entire being. Notice how you're feeling. Do you feel any warmth, any tingling, energy moving? And open your eyes when you're ready. So, what was your experience? I invite you to share, message me privately if you'd like. So, it's actually very, very simple for us to just connect with that source of love, source of light, of this higher consciousness, the universe, whatever you regard your higher power as. It's just a matter of quieting ourselves and opening our hearts to connect. So I have been very, very blessed to learn this, how to do this 10 years ago in a very, very powerful way. And as I experience and go through my spiritual awakening, that connection has become stronger and deeper. And it continues to develop. And I'm very grateful to be able to connect in a much deeper way than I've ever been able to since I first began meditating in my early 20s. I have to say my experience of meditation these days is totally taken a different dimension and level compared to where I was before I became trained as a healer. So I'm very grateful for all the teachers I've had, and especially to my current teacher, Dr. Master Sha, who has trained me as a Tao healer and really helped me awaken to my higher potential of a spiritual being and as a healer. So like I said, you know, I feel what I've learned from the teachings of different belief systems, traditions, religions is that they all teach the same things. Focusing on love, forgiveness, compassion, and more. So I'm very excited to start this journey of learning from other LGBTQ folks like yourselves, and together create a very loving and safe community for us to reclaim our spirituality, so that we can all collectively come together to heal and to evolve as spiritual beings. So I thank you for joining me, and I encourage you to share this show with your loved ones, your friends, and I look forward to connecting with you again. Till then, be queer, be love, and be the light that the world needs. Take care.